Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome to episode 5 of my Beat a Pro series with James Hart, the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs under-20s fullback. And I will say the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs under-20 side isn't very good, let's be totally honest. We're in 15th spot, I think, and this episode we're taking on two pretty good under-20 sides in real life at least. I know Manly are in the top 4, and as you can see there, Tom Trbojevic in the side. We all know how good he is in space, everything. He's a first grade standard player in the 20s for sure. There's some other people like this Demetrio guy who's apparently pretty good. They just got a lot of good young players, and it's going to be a great test for us personally to see how we come up against these guys who, we know for sure they can tackle. And we started off the game very, very well here. So right from the kickoff, which seems to be a little bit of a thing for me. Like, if the ball does come to me from a kickoff, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to bother trying to hand it off to a slow prop where I can make the meters, although I might get smashed or anything or something like that. But if it's there, I'll take it. Now we are going to concede a try straight away in the first set of 6. We threw a dummy, we cut back, and then we threw an offload away, and it was a very poor offload. I'll put my hand up for that one, but at the same time, the guy should be, take a little bit of time to pick it up. No need to run onto it, if that makes sense. So they just try to run onto it at full pace, which they don't need to do. Now, taking on Manly, who, like I said, are a top 4 side, and the Tigers are the second side we're taking on. And I'm not exactly sure how they go in the 20s, but I believe they made the top 8. As you see here, I did call for the ball there. I thought it was a nice little opportunity, a little bit of space, as I called for the ball once again there. Now, I think I had the right idea of that one. I just need to follow the play a little bit closer. The only problem is, on this game, they tell you like the fullback should be across the other side of the field, and that doesn't happen. The fullback doesn't go all the way to the left, coming out their own end. They stick around the ruck and that sort of stuff, looking for any sort of offloads. Not that the game does that many offloads, but at least that's what I think anyways. As we come up with a really important tackle there, it was on the 4th tackle here. There is one more tackle in the set here. They're going to put up a bomb, and Tommy Trbojevic is going to get under it, and he's just going to put the ball down. Very simple. Just a man playing against boys, really. I suppose he's a boy as well, quite young, Trbojevic, but he's in a different class to all these guys, and maybe even ourselves, he's in a different class. James Hart, I should say, not myself. Obviously James Hart, not me. So we come up with a good tackle there. I'm going to have to come across with another try-saving tackle, you would say. 37 minutes in, we drive him over the sideline, which creates a chance here. We beat the first defender, can't beat the second, and in hindsight, probably should have tried to put on a step rather than just try and run through the gap, because it was never going to work. But, we got halfway there, so that's a promising sign. But I wouldn't say we've had a terrible game by any means. We had the bad offload, but they probably should have got their hands on it or something. They shouldn't have conceded. We shouldn't have conceded a try from that anyways. But we do play a little bit of a possum with the Manly defenders just there. We sort of just jog over calmly and then put on the pace when they come to get us, and it worked pretty well there. Then we took a little scoop from dummy half, and we are going to follow the play here. Now there's going to be an opportunity for an offload here. Now there was half a gap there. Had we got through that, we were away. We had just Trbojevic in front of us. Unfortunately, they did get a hands on us, but a positive is we did keep the leg drive going, and that was nice. And then we followed up with a nice little kick here. It did find a lot of space on 5th tackle, so anytime you can find space on the 5th tackle, that's a real big positive in my eyes. It's quite hard in that situation. But we did end up getting the ball. I'm not sure if it was from a forward pass, knock on, what it was, but I did make a few more meters just driving, leg drive. I'm finding that has been a lot better. Whether it's just me realising how to do it, or my guys getting better, I'm not sure what it is, but one thing that isn't getting better is our stamina and tackling at crucial times. As you see this Travers do, the halfback, just race away and score. One thing to note is that there was a player running directly next to him, very similar to Rugby League Live 2, super frustrating. Like, the dude had the pace to come across and at least make an attempt on him, and once again we miss another tackle, and it does signal a little bit of a streak of missing tackles here. Can we make this one though? No, we can't. That's 3 missed tackles in a row. Thankfully, only that one try has come from it. And we're just going to say, although we're missing the tackles, but it came off us busting our ass to cover the side. Just line breaks all the time, and no go forward. So we're having to take all these runs. As you can see there, we force a little, not force. Well, I suppose it was. We did force an offload, which created a little line break there. And that's how the game finished, 18-0 to the Manly Seagulls. They're definitely the better side by far. And I do feel somewhat that this team, well, the Bulldogs side I'm talking about, is a one-man side. If I don't create anything, then nothing is created. As you can see there, 69 rated dude is now. But you can see we're sort of spreading out those 5 points. When we level up, we're spreading them out, getting strength, endurance, stamina. It's probably the word actually, not endurance, but you know what I mean. And I think technique or footwork, I think it was, agility maybe. Just pretty much given a little bit of everything at this stage. Obviously, the tackling and fitness is main issue, but I mean, I think we can afford to throw things here and there at some other stuff. I mean, it is important in the long run. I mean, like, under 20s, you know, it's all well and good, but I think in first grade we're not going to be having that many line breaks, at least I would hope anyways. Now, we're going to be on the end of a pretty poor pass, and it sort of goes back to the previous game where we threw an offload. Probably should have caught that one, and had we got it, I'm not sure what would have happened, but I think my player might have just had a little bit of a peek at what was ahead of him and saw a big forward ready to pounce on him, ready to smash him. Thankfully, nothing came with that, and you know, we're going to work our way out of it here. It would have been way better did we not get pancaked and flattened just there. But the kick was quite nice, but we're going to follow it up with yet another line break for the Tigers. So I'm not real happy about that. And then here we have another line break. There's already been handfuls of line breaks in this game over a very short space of time, and it's just super annoying, very annoying. There's going to be, well, what I thought was going to be a nice little play. Definitely didn't call for that one. I was expecting it to go out to the centre, and then I was going to come along when the centre goes into the hole and then call it. But unfortunately, they just threw it to me anyways, even though I didn't call for it. Which every now and again there might be a play or highlight where you're thinking, why the hell did you pass that or go for that one? And it's just a matter of they just passed it to me. Now this was a really, really poor try to concede, especially right before halftime, or the halftime siren already went. They just threw it around a lot, and there was some poor defense ahead of me. Obviously, for them to get through to me, it means there's been some very, very poor defense, and that's a common theme for our side. But I wouldn't say I pride myself in defense, because obviously we've lost a lot of games due to me missing tackles. But we're not the worst defender. As you saw there, we came up with a pretty strong tackle there, and the fact that we didn't even get an attempt on that guy, that was quite disappointing. So 6-0 at half-time it was. We did have a nice little run there to start off the first half. And then Tigers go over, but they end up spilling the ball, which was quite nice for us. Gave us a little bit of a second chance. They really should have scored there, and they didn't. So it's a bit of a lifeline. Now they're going to go ahead and they're going to score a try here. I think it's Tamari Martin or whatever his name is. The guy who's signed for the Panthers in real life. Yeah, Mary Martin. I'm not sure the exact pronunciations of it. So apologies for that. And then Woods ends up converting the try. So both tries we conceded have been off errors, which is pretty annoying. But I mean, it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it now. We've just got to move on with the game. And I've said it many times, I'm not really too worried about the actual team performance. It's more just my own, and we haven't been terrible. With the ball, we've been pretty electric, I'd have to say. I mean, we haven't been up to scratch. Like, was that Eagles game a fluke? I'm not really sure, but at this stage, we're sort of coasting a little bit. I mean, I say coasting in the sense that, you know, we're not playing bad, we're not playing like excellent or anything. We're sort of just playing alright, about average maybe, because, you know. But is that due to me just not getting the opportunities? I mean, you see here, there's many times I've put players into a space, doing a bit of ball playing, taking the hit so I can get that space, and then they go and throw an inside pass. It's super annoying. Now we're going to release the winger here. He's going to go down, and that's the second line break we've created. And once again, to no avail. I suppose it would have helped if it wasn't the fullback throwing the pass, and it was the halves throwing it, and I can go in and finish off the try, but it's not how it happens on this game. And that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you can leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke and YT. Facebook page in the description below. And make sure you leave comments. I'll read all of them and try to comment to all of them if it lets me. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.